Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 38 Junior High School, PPG Prajabatan Batch 2. We want to present the end of semester exhibition report that we implemented in praktik pengalaman lapangan. The members are Amalia Hernawan, Eva Dwiyanti, Dewi Irnawati, and Yovita. And happy watching!
In the world of teaching and education, the main focus of attention is students. So teacher need to know the students' characteristic to facilitate the appropriate learning for students. Teacher need to dive into the world of students to know the students' potential, abilities, skill, motivation, and also another problem that related to the students. So teacher need to encourage us to be able to make students profiling, because with the students profiling, teacher will be know about the social emotional of students. To know the social emotional of students, teacher can use the two theory about socio-emotional. There are about Brown-Freinet ecological theory and also the Erikson lifespan theory. In Brown-Freinet ecological theory, teacher will be know that social contact is an important influence to the student's life and development, because in this theory, social contacts will be explored that students spend a lot of their time in their school, family, and also their neighbor. However, about the Erikson theory, the suitable context is identity versus role confusion, because in this video we'll be explore and discuss about visual learning style for students in junior high school.
There are some theory of learning those can be used to teach visual learners. They are constructivism and cognitivism theory. The first one is constructivism theory. This theory understands learning as a process of forming knowledge by the learner. Knowledge cannot be simply transferred from the brain of a teacher to the students. The process of forming knowledge must be carried out by them. The students must be active in carrying out activities, actively thinking, compiling concepts, and giving meaning to the various things being studied. The role of the teacher in this constructivism approach is more than as a mediator and facilitator for students, which includes the following activities like this. In terms of learning tools, the constructivism approach emphasizes that the main role in learning activities is activity in constructing students' own understanding through material, media, equipment, and the environment. Therefore, to facilitate students who have a visual learning style, teacher can provide media such as image, videos, or learning application that can attract students' interest in learning, so students are more enthusiastic. The second is cognitive theory. According to the flow cognitive learning theory, learning is an active mental process to achieve, remember, and use the knowledge possessed by individual. Theory according to Piaget, for example, students who already know simple present tense, if the teacher introduces descriptive text material, there will be an integration process between simple present tense and descriptive text. Cognitive theory according to the Brunner. While Brunner proposed a theory called free discovery learning, the application of the theory of cognitivism in learnings are like this.
Based on the problem that have been described before, there are some strategies to solve the problem. One of the output product that we have made is lesson plan. The lesson plan has implemented differentiated learning to facilitate different learning style of students. Teachers should facilitate students based on their needs because every student has different characteristics, so it could not be treated same. Based on the diagnostic test result, we found that many students are visual learners, so teachers should facilitate them using visual learning media. Some visual learning media that we made is first, PowerPoint. PowerPoint is an application to present learning materials using font, objects, and color. So it's so interesting and it can motivate students to learn, especially for visual learners. Visual learners build their knowledge by what they see. They learn best when the information given visually. So using picture is one of the best way to facilitate visual learner. In our experience, we have thought about degree of comparison, so we give some pictures to compare. Here is the example of pictures. The third is video. Video is one of the learning media that can be used for visual learner. Mostly YouTube video is used in the classroom. There are some videos in YouTube that can be used to facilitate visual learners. In our experience, we also use YouTube video as learning media. Here is the example of YouTube video that we use in the classroom.
Based on some explanations before, first we met students profiling and found that 78% students in grade 8 have visual learning styles. So we choose to present learning that predominantly leads to visual learning. The products for visual learning media that we use such as videos by YouTube, PowerPoint by Canva, and some pictures. That's all related to the theory of Pemahaman Peserta Didik dan Pembelajarannya that we have learned before, such as socio-emotional theory by Erikson and Bronfenbrenner, and also constructivism and cognitive theory. It is recommended for teachers to make student profiling to find out students' background, students' interests and talents, and their learning styles. After make students profiling, teachers need to use learning media that are suitable for their learning style, such as video for visual, music or audio for auditory, and role play for kinesthetic. The last, the teachers need to use interactive learning media so that students are enthusiastic and active in learning English. So, the teachers need to pay attention to the learning styles of minority students, not only to the majority students' learning styles. And that brings us to the end of the presentations. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.